The EU is currently making a decision which could impact all of our lives if it leads to fewer vaccines coming our way over the coming months. Leaders of the 27 countries have been debating all day whether to follow the EU Commission's recommendations to tighten controls on vaccine exports to countries like the UK, which have more advanced vaccination programmes.
The EU has been locked in a dispute with AstraZeneca for weeks, arguing that the pharmaceutical giant has not honoured its contract commitments to deliver vaccines to the bloc. It's also accused the UK of failing to export a single jab to the EU, despite millions arriving here from across the Channel. Tonight, the former president of the EU Commission, Jean-Claude Juncker, urged his successor to row back from a vaccine war. The Nine's Rajdeep Sandhu has the details.
The EU... Well, we did invite the Mayor's Group onto the programme, but we've not heard back from them. And if you want to see more of that report, you can catch it on Yorpa, which will be available on the iPlayer and repeated on Sunday night on BBC Alba at 8 o'clock.
Some of the day's other news now, and more than 240,000 children in Scotland were living in poverty before the pandemic, according to new Scottish Government figures. While the issue has remained...
Ian's right, isn't he? It'll be a worrying time opening the doors when, I mean, they need tourism so much.
Yeah, and you can see what, I mean, Barra, stunning. Those pictures, just absolutely gorgeous, as are all the isles. And people will be desperate to get back, but...
Desperate, especially if they, you know, this year, maybe more people staying in Scotland for their holidays.
I think most of us are staying in Scotland.
Yeah. So, beautiful pictures there, as always, from Ian McInnes.
Yes.
OK, it is a big night for Scotland, isn't it? And Jonathan Sutherland is here with all the sport. Have you got good news for us, Jonathan?
Not sure, Rebecca. News just coming in. It has been very mixed this evening. I wasn't sure I was going to be more excited about making the Nine debut.
Yes, we are thrilled about that.
Thank you so much. Or Scotland's World Cup qualifying campaign starting. To be honest, for most of this match, it was up in the air, as to be said. But it has just finished. Scotland's place at the Summer's Euros already secured, of course. Tonight, the focus very much on the road to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The first qualifier for this past 90 minutes, you know. I'm going to go for a little lie down, if you don't mind, for the next 5 minutes. But I'll be back soon, and we'll be speaking to a former Scotland international very soon.
We will look forward to that. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Now, for the past 3 days, there's been trouble in the Suez Canal with a 400-metre-long container ship blocking one of the world's busiest trading routes. Experts are working out how to free the vessel as the backlog of ships continues to build. The BBC's international business correspondent, Theo Leggett, reports. Now, it is a huge night for the video games industry tonight. Some of the world's biggest studios are going head-to-head in the hope of securing one of these, a much-coveted Bafta award.
And here to tell us all about it is Fraser Fletcher, fresh from the virtual red carpet, straight to...
I've got to do a piece of report in Scotland soon, so hopefully I'll have calmed down by then.
Yeah, you just take a deep breath.
It's love the Nine. It's a roller coaster. Thank you. Now, the charity Samaritans has answered more than 2 million calls across the UK and Ireland over the past year.
And, unsurprisingly perhaps, they say the pandemic has made existing pressures and worries worse. We asked 2 volunteers what it's like being at the other end of the phone.
To us.
Kat and Rupert there, both work for the Samaritans, both volunteer for the Samaritans. What great work they obviously do.
Yeah, doing an amazing job.
They really enjoy it as well.
Oh yeah, very rewarding. Someone else who does a very important and rewarding job is Gillian.
It's rewarding all the time, to be fair. Get the big coats out of the wardrobe. If they would ever put away.
I've kept them out.
Although we had that very warm spell just a week ago. Seems like a long time ago now, because it's going to turn much, much colder tomorrow. It's going to feel like winter is back. And generally very unsettled over the next few days. A bit of everything in the forecast, in fact. Over the next few days, we have low pressure tracking to the north of us, a cold spell of weather to come tomorrow, and then a very wet and windy spell of weather to come.
You weren't lying, it really was all in there.
Bit of everything.
Thanks so much, Gillian. And finally tonight, it's usually dogs giving them a hard time, but a postman has told how he had to run for cover on a village round after being repeatedly attacked by, wait for it, a pheasant.
Take a look at this.
I'm with the postie there. I think I'd be running
I
away
would hate
from
that. I would be terrified.
The guy with my eyes. Yeah. Good,
Perhaps it was the red leggings. Maybe that was attractive.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Okay, that is where we're going to have to leave it tonight. Thank you, as always, for watching this.
Laura and John will be back tomorrow with the 7 at 7 o'clock.
Have a very good evening. Good night.